Kasi sila, may pa-underwear, ako cleavage lang.
Hello, hello, hello. We are here at 7scape at Gallery 7 in San Juan. And we have here some of the candidates from last year's Mr. Bear Philippines 2024 for the MBPH Experience, a trip down memory lane. Before we begin, a big shout out to the Philippine Bear community for your support and mixed drinks for providing our drinks for today. So we have here today David Bohunko, Mr. Bear Makati, and our current Mr. Bear Philippines 2024. We have Papu Torres, Mr. Bear Taytay Rizal, and our first runner-up. We have Luis Zabala, Mr. Bear Silan Cavite, and our second runner-up. We have PJ Ramirez, Mr. Bear Dasmariñas Cavite, JC Castro, Mr. Bear Angeles, and yours truly, I am Pedro. I was Mr. Bear Bulacan and your facilitator for this afternoon. So today we will be recounting our motivations, experiences, and learnings throughout our Mr. Bear Philippines journey. This will serve as a peek into the inner workings of the entire pageant and hopefully give some of you that boost to send in your application. So let's do first a quick round. Start with DJ, I guess. How did you learn about Mr. Bear Philippines and what drew you to join the pageant?
It's actually because of my friend. Parang nag-send siya sa akin ng something to apply, and I was hesitant at first because I didn't know kung totoo ba to or was it a prank. Kasi this is the first time that I've learned na meron palang pageant for plus size guys. And it's one of the things that I realized na maybe at some point of my life, I need to experience this to be able to discover myself more. What can I do? What can I do? And the things that I'm capable of na hindi ko alam na capable pala akong gawin.
Okay, how about you, Louis?
I learned about Mr. Bear the year before because we attended an event that was, I think it was the Mr. Bear talent show at the time, and that was we attended. So that's how I became familiar with the pageant. Joining it though, actually I had no intention of joining it. It was my husband that submitted my application for me. I was actually working at the time, and then suddenly he was like, "Love, ano height and weight mo?" Tapos pengi akong picture. Eh si Tanga nagtatrabaho, so I just gave. I just responded instinctively and I just gave him a picture. And then a few hours later, Dean, the winner of the Mr. Bear pageant the year before, Dean calls me and says I'm part of the lineup. I'm like, okay. But it was hell of an experience. Honestly, I could have dropped out anytime if it was really labag sa loob. But at the same time, I was like, I've never done anything like this. I rarely watch pageants myself, and I think it was time to get out of my shell. At least that's what I told myself.
How about you, JC?
Yeah, actually there is someone, an online friend, na nag-send sa akin ng video ni Sir Donald nung nanalo siya dun sa international pageant. And then napasearch ako agad dun sa page ng Mr. Bear kasi parang sabi ko, it is one of my childhood dream na makasali sa isang pageant, pero magmula kasi ng grade 3, malaki na yung size ko. So, walang pageant na nag-advocate nung ganitong klaseng pageant. So, sabi ko, I guess ito na yung katuparan para dun sa childhood dream ko. So, I grab it. Kaya nga, kahit na hesitant ako kasi wala pa akong masyado nakikitang nagjo-join. And then, biglang pinost, ako lang yung candidate nung time na ano. Kasi ako ako yung pinakauna. So, ako daw
yung nasa motor or something?
Wala nang tanong-tanong sa kung sino. But sabi ko, magpapas ako and then tutuparin ko yung childhood dream ko. So, I joined immediately.
David?
Well, I got inspired because it was nice seeing everyone compete on a stage, having different runways, having different pageant answers. And then I was like already interested previous year. And when Donald, our other Mr. Bear winner last year, won Mr. Bear International, kind of cemented that, okay, I think I want to do this. I want to do exactly what Donald did and represent the community and speak up. And I was, when I landed when I went home from Bangkok, I immediately saw his pictures online. So as the first contestant, so it's like I was panicking, okay, I have to submit my application right away. So it was a bit stressful because like, okay, I gotta do this fast.
Yeah. So me, I learned about the pageant, I think 2019, that was the first ever in Fahrenheit. So we watched it and I was really fascinated that there was that avenue for plus size men to have our own pageant. And then through the years, I see the posts online, Facebook and stuff. Tas, yung feeling natin, nasa feeling era na, carry ko yan I can't do that But years passed, syempre, I did not apply kasi nga minsan feeling mo lang. And then, pag nasa sanity ka na parang, ay, di ko kaya, ganyan and stuff. And then, we went to Bangkok last year to watch nga Donald and Dean compete. And then, parang yun yung, nandun na yung feeling na, uy, parang, wow, this pageant pala really is something na it means a lot, lalo na when I saw it in the international stage. Tapos yun nga, when we got back, syempre hindi pa rin nagpasa. Kasi nga sa, wow, galing, tayo pala nanalo. And there was that wait na next year, sana Philippines na, ganyan. I didn't know na ba kaya ko or what not. Anyway, I ended up submitting kasi it was a what the heck moment na hanggang ito na lang yung deadline and stuff. Sabi ko, sige, pasa na yun. Until the rest was history na. Yun siya.
For me, I was invited actually 2023. So, I think it was a month before the 2023 finale. Parang they were still recruiting and inimbita na ako. Tapos naisip ko, why? Kasi, again, I guess as you guys have mentioned, it's unheard of No?
Yeah.
Diba? Parang talaga ba? Legit ba yung pageant na yan? Totoo ba yan? So, kaya nung time na yun, naisip ko, parang hindi ko naman matanda na ako for this. I'm too old for this. So, but then last year, when I turned 40, yun, na-realize ko, I should try something new every year. And I decided it was the pageant that I will try to do for the first time. And the last time. Yeah,
I mean, there might be all-stars, so you never know.
So hold on, JC. Let me just ask: did you do like a bit of like what was your sort of decision process?
Actually, wala naman masyado nag-decision process. Kasi, yun nga, gaya na sabi ko, it is my childhood dream. So, nung nakita ko, sige, sakto meron akong mga picture na naka-ready. Kasi kakagaling ko lang mag-swimming. So, sinend ko lang and then, naghintay lang ako.
May ATV. How about you, Louie? Did you kind of weigh things? Did you do like a pros and cons?
Oh yeah. I can honestly say there are a lot more cons because I was scared.
True.
When you're scared to do something, you're scared to take the lead. You see everything as a con. So for me, there were a lot more cons, especially the expenses. Pageants, it's like you see Drag Race, you see Miss Philippines, or you see Miss Universe and all of that, and you never really, it costs something. But unless you're actually in that position, you don't know how much it costs. And you know how you don't know how much it piles up. So that was one big con. But I was like, you know what? Screw it. At the end of the day, this is a one-time thing. Win or lose, the fact that, again, this is what I said before, the fact that I was there, the fact that I got out of my shell, that was the biggest pro for me, I guess. It outweighed everything else.
Yeah.
Okay, now let me just ask David.
Yes.
If you were to describe the entire experience in one word, just one word, what would it be and why?
I guess the best word that describes Mr. Bear is spotlight. because you're put in a position and you are all alone on that stage, no matter how many other people are sharing the stage with you. And more than a journey, more than a competition, it really feels like you're showcasing the best self. You're the star, and everyone here also has their own spotlights, and everyone else is a star. So I think that that's the best way to describe it, because I think all of us here had our own individual journeys. We got to showcase the best parts of ourselves, but at the same time, we were in front of an audience and we were scared shitless.
Yeah.
That's right.
How about you, Papu?
In one word, it was, well, I could say it was challenging. Because I'm not sure about it. I think it's everyone's first time to really join a pageant.
Again, for one.
Yeah. Yeah. Again, like I said, we already had a vision of how pageants look like, but as an audience. But when you're there on the stage doing what what they're doing, it kind of switches into a different dimension. Na parang, on TV it looks really easy. On TV parang ang gracious nila. They just walk and stuff. Pero to walk on that stage na your ankles are shaking, your mouth is so dry na you can't talk.
Correct.
So it's challenging, but worthwhile.
I was actually drunk after that. Like every time before we went on stage, I would drink 1 or 2 shots of tequila. I would always order. Yeah. Like this, liquid courage.
By the way. Yeah.
Okay, now, PJ, let me just ask you, what was going through your head during the finals? Like, were you nervous? What was going through your head?
I feel... Good evening. I feel so pressured. Pressured in a way kasi, I mean, to be honest, I'm not like the tallest. I'm not like the epitome of... Probably, I'm not the epitome of a bear. So, paano ko to maitatawid? That's one question na nagre-revolve sa utak ko nung time na yun. And I didn't think na there is a chance for me na parang i-relay yung mga previous experiences ko, kasi this is very different in a way na, in a positive way, different in a positive way, kasi again, this is the first time that I've learned na meron palang pageant for plus size guys. And since underwear competition natin, parang pressure na lang kasi yung na-feel ko. Kasi yung kaba na wala dun sa underwear competition.
That's true.
Parang dun na tayo, parang nabuga talaga, na-open sa lahat ng tao. And yung pressure na lang siguro na I keep up on the things na sana may mapatunayan akong maganda, sana may ma-achieve ako by finishing this experience for me. And I think I've done that. There's pressure pero to overcome.
Okay. Well, for me, during the finale or the finals, isip ko na lang, you get what you get. You probably heard me say that because at that point, all the prep work is done, it's over, like there's nothing more I could do. So I'll just do the runway, I'll do the presentation, I'll do the Q&A, and you get what you get. So, sort of like, pinigay ko na lang to the universe, o ito na yun. Kayo nang bahala magpabalik kung ano man yung results. So that was really it. Parang I didn't want to think too much about the little things. Kumbaga, if my clothes weren't fitting as well as they should, didn't care. But you get what you get. So, now, let me just ask everyone, and let's probably start with you, Papu. What was that one major learning or takeaway from the whole experience that you want to share? Whether it's about yourself, about other people, just something that you've learned as a candidate for Mr. Bear Philippines 2024.
Maybe that one thing, the takeaway that I had from the pageant was, if you put your heart into it, you really can do anything. So it started with that application that I sent, and then the rest was history. Now we went into all these other activities, and again, what PJ mentioned about the underwear competition. Hello. Underwear. I mean, but yeah. Again, if you put everything like you commit yourself into it, magagawa mo talaga siya. Which I could say dun sa mga sasali pa, you really can do it.
JC, how about you?
Yeah, ako siguro yung pinaka naging takeaway ko is yung na-appreciate ko yung importance of self-acceptance. Kasi along the pageant, hindi lang naman ako nakafocus sa sarili ko, pero nakikita ko rin yung story nung buhay nung mga other contestants. And yun nga, talagang napakalaking boost nun sa sarili ko. Kasi before kasi para akong sa lahat kasi ng contestant, ako yung parang probinsyana na pumunta dito sa probinsyano. Grabe. Probinsyano na pumunta dito.
Hindi sa layo na ang Velas Pampanga.
Just like what I have
1
told
hour.
others.
Sila layo pa ako pag
Ano tawag dito? Nung pumunta ko dito, parang sobrang close ng ko. Kasi sa Angeles kasi, bahay, work, school lang ako. Just like yung mga pinuntahan natin, mga places, yung pagsusuot. Actually, hindi ako nagta-topless sa bahay namin. Tapos biglang underwear sa harap ng ibang tao, di ba? Pero doon, mas na-appreciate ko nga yung importance ng self-acceptance na nung una kasi, yes, body positivity, inclusivity, pero during the pageant, doon pa lang nag-sink in talaga sa akin yung pagsasabuhay nung mga yon. And yun nga, for the other Mr. Bear wannabes, ayun, kailangan lang nila na mas i-appreciate yung sarili nila despite of all the flaws and yung mga nakikita nila na parang napakalayo ng sarili nila sa iba. Kasi ako naramdaman ko yun eh. 'Di ba ako yung unang na-post na picture and then biglang lumabas yung picture nila Makati, Papo. Oh my gosh, mag-back out na ako. Kasi sila may pa-underwear, ako cleavage lang. But yeah, self-acceptance talaga.
Ay. Kasi Tito Boy. Hindi, kasi ano ulit yung question?
What is the one key learning or takeaway that you have?
That everything is possible. Despite the things na tingin mo, di mo kayang gawin. Like, ay kaya ko pala. Underwear, magtawag na night-tie.
Ay, babalik sa underwear.
Yeah. Ang daming impossible sa akin before na naging possible kasi sumali ako ng Mr. Ben. Like, first is friends. Yan. Impossible sa akin magkaroon ng friends because of, like, inverted kasi ako. The introvert. Introvert ako. And then, meron pala akong extrovert side. So yun yung mga natutunan ko.
You have an advice to anyone watching my interested in joining Mr. Bear for Peace 2025. What would be your advice to them?
Be prepared financially, mentally, physically. It's all there. Just go. We travel from Cavite, Angeles, Rentay. You're just in Makati. Rush hour. Let's give him that rush hour. But yeah, that's physically exhausting already. True. And if you want to win, I guess the one thing I can say about that is a pageant is always subjective. So if you want to win, please the judges. Don't please anybody else. You want to win, the judges are the most important thing. Sila yung target market mo, so to speak. However, if you're doing this for something else or for somebody else or for yourself, just go all out. Huwag kang mag-iwan, huwag kang magtira. Para at least after ng pageant, as you said kanina, bahala na. May manalo man or hindi, at least this is all me. I'm not trying to please anybody, I'm just trying to show myself.
True.
And that's, I think for me, that's the logic going into it.
So, as the reigning Mr. Bear Philippines, David,
Yes.
what advice would you give people who are probably on the fence or considering it, or they've been invited by their friends, or even any of us, but they haven't sent in their application? What advice would you give them?
I guess despite everything, despite all the stress, despite all the financial surprises, because I didn't expect to spend that much, it's fun and it's one of a kind experience because it's not a lot of times you can to say I got to do something like this. I got to stand on stage. I got to showcase something. I got to look fantastic, and I got to showcase what I had. Like if I had a platform, if I had a belief, and people will be there for you. That's what I learned also, that there is unwavering support for you when you join, and it'll be coming from the most surprising places. But the fact is that there will always be support for you. So, despite all the challenges, you are not going to be alone in that journey. And more importantly, you won't be alone because of your supporters, your friends, and your co-competitors, because they'll also be your brothers by the end of the competition.
Awesome. And with that, I don't think we have much time. Thank you again for being here this afternoon. And
Thank you, Tito Boy.
and if you want to learn more about Mr. Bear Philippines 2025, just follow us on Facebook. I think we're also a bit on Twitter. Anywhere where you can find Mr. Bear Philippines. Bye.
Cheers.
Bye.